Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the tight end. Continues to fight for yards. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Leach. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it past the marker.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Into their happy place for a touchdown. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Jones to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Toss to the outside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants it all. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys...
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The run to the left. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Leach. Got his man downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And another broken tackle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's right. Hands it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Leach. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a... So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Running behind that left side. On his feet at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air. It's Leach. Fires into the end zone. Steps into the end zone. This offense has it with really good field position. Going with the counter play here. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it down and run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision-making.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going right to work up top. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the... Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw, it's Leach. That's caught, it's Hankerson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They get to the line quickly. Makes the grab, it's Green. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. And into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. That is no good. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Washington. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. To throw, it's Leach. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle